Bet there's audio now. At least what it looks like there is. Okay, no, we're not doing a Monday on Sunday. We're just advertising a Monday on a Sunday, I guess to do that. We are just excited as can be here that Joe Salatin is going to join us tomorrow night, less than 24 hours from now. And we just trying to get the word out, and we're hoping you folks share this as well. Yes, happy Easter, everyone. April 1st. This is not an April Fool's joke. This is the real deal. Mrs. Farm Alarm, hello. Deep South Texas, Red Duchess Farm. Wheat Trees in here. Kelly PB Fam, Christy Betts, Green Gables. Hey, glad to see you all here. So, anyway, we're just, yes, I know it's snowing. It most certainly is. Sandy Farrell, how are you this evening? Retired and prepping. Time to sow. Hello. Idaho Hillbilly, howdy. Wheat Tree, if I can catch up with you here. Maybe I can't. Okay, Wheat Tree, I made you a moderator because I don't expect really any of our mods to necessarily jump in here tonight. So I see we got a few people in here, and it's good to see all of you. Sherry is not joining me right now. She's a little bit under the weather. I need her desperately for tomorrow night. So anyway, there's the man right there, Joel Salatin. Go to the Polyface Farms website, and there's a ton of information there. Absolutely a ton of information. Matter of fact, let me see if I can grab that real quick here. Okay, and we'll get this pulled over to the window here. Sandy Black, thank you for subscribing. We certainly appreciate that. Okay, here is the Polyface Farms website. And there's a good bit of information here. There's the immediate family. And we plan on doing a couple trivia questions tomorrow night. It would behoove you to review some of the information on this website for those trivia questions. I'll just mention that. And like I say, we are just absolutely tickled to death that Joel is going to be joining us. And for those of you that don't know too much about him and why we are so pleased to have him, this is a speaking engagement schedule for this year. Of course, March has already passed, and our little deal here on the on our channel is not listed. Obviously, it's not a per se public engagement where he's going up in front of a large audience. I'd love to see a large audience in the background here, though. But from April 8th to 14th, he'll be in Australia. He'll then be moving on to Spain, the Netherlands, Austria, Germany, getting back into Louisiana, about the middle of May. In June, he will be in Kidron, Ohio at Lehman's Hardware, and we will also be there. Featured speaker at the Mother Earth News Fair in Oregon in August. Then he'll be in Arkansas and into Virginia. He'll also be a speaker at the Mother Earth News Fair in Pennsylvania. That's September the 16th. September the 21st, he'll be in Missouri. And then he'll be at the Homesteaders of America Conference, October 12th and 13th, and that's in Virginia. We will also be there as well. Then he comes back north to Indiana for a couple of weeks, and he goes out to Texas. Then up in the New England states, goes up into New Hampshire, drops back down to Virginia, then goes to the Midwest, North Dakota, and drops back down into Kentucky. Next January he's in Utah, and then he goes does a Canadian swing here. He goes into Alberta, Saskatchewan, and France. So I'm sorry, in me going through this, I have not had an opportunity to even look at the chat. So let me get back to that. See if there's any questions here. If you've asked any questions, I'm just now catching up to the chat. Like I said just a moment ago, I'm here by myself, and I'm sure that Tommy can tell you. You run a program like OBS or the program that they're running. It's about all you can do to try to keep up with the chat and keep the program going, and it's a little tough with just one. So, wow, we got 40 people in here, and I'll just kind of scroll back up through here a little bit. Okay, I'm not seeing any all caps things. Well, Sandy Blacklow just came over from Tommy and Patty. Thank you for stopping by, Sandy. I hope to see you tomorrow night. We will be on. The show will start at 9 o'clock Eastern Time. So it's less than 24 hours from now. We'll have him on the show here. Now, for those of you maybe that are new here, this is going to be a new thing for us. Typically, on our Monday night live streams, we have a guest. Tommy and Patty have been guests. There's a number of people in here, as a matter of fact, that have been guests on our show. And we establish a video connection with them, and I port that over on the screen, and we actually kind of sit down and have a conversation like we're sitting at a dining room table or something, just talking across the table to each other. That will not be the case tomorrow night. The internet at Polly's Face Farms is not of sufficient speed or strength to allow that. So we're actually going to have him on the phone. He has prepared a special presentation for us, and I have a slide deck of pictures that we'll go through. It'll be very similar to if he was standing on a stage giving a presentation like at a Mother Earth News Fair or at the Homesteaders of America Conference. It will be very similar to that. We'll take questions during that. We'll have a few moderators in here that will. Okay, and I'm just glancing back through here. Cat Lover, who is Mr. Joel? Mr. Joel Salatin is, well, all right, I'm going to lose the chat here again. Let me get this up here. And we'll swipe this over. Okay, now I'm hoping maybe you can read a little bit of this, but all this information is on polyfacefarms.com. This is his bio. He is, well, frankly, he's a millionaire. He's done this through farming. He is a very engaging speaker and speaks upon the subject of running your farm in a profitable manner and unique ways of raising chickens and beef and pigs and so on and so forth. He shows you how they do it. The Polyface Farms is located in Virginia. They have an open door policy. People can go and visit the farm anytime. They do have some scheduled tours if you like to get more on the inside information as to what's done, but you're allowed to go there to take pictures, talk with the folks there. It's an open door policy. They just ask that you respect their homes on the farm as far as privacy there goes. But as far as the farm itself, it's open and it's amazing. It is simply amazing. They do some, I hope I'm saying the right word here, 270 dozen eggs a day plus. And this is all in an environment that's not where the chickens are all crammed into a thing. This is the chickens out in, I'm going to call them mobile pastures. They have these chicken coop things that roll around the farm. It's all grass fed. It's a permaculture thing. It's absolutely amazing. So go to polyfacefarms.com, and there is just a ton of information there. They supply restaurants, retail stores, bakers, and caterers. They do have a store at the farm itself there. It's very limited hours, from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Monday through Friday, and 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturdays, and then by appointment in the afternoons. There's no Sunday sales. They have buying clubs where they will actually deliver product. And again, I'm going off memory. I want to say 150-mile circle, thereabouts. They have on their thing here, it's beyond organic, pasture-raised meat and eggs. But I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this now. I just wanted you to be aware that this information is out there for you. And let me come back in here so I can see the chat again. Michael Gross, hello from Eastern Oregon. Welcome to North Central Ohio, where it is currently snowing at this time. 2 hours ago, the ground was bare, and it's all white now. Polyface Farm does not have a YouTube channel. They don't really do YouTube. They do have Facebook. The internet at Polyface Farms is not of, I'm going to say, is pretty much dial-up quality is all it is. And I've been told by some people that have been there, I personally have not, but I've been told by people that have been there that, their cell phones, they just barely work, if they work at all. So the whole reason for the streamer tonight It's just a reminder. We'll probably put out a 2 or 3 minute promo tomorrow. We'll probably let Smudge handle that. He does a better job than what I do. And I'm just hoping everybody in here and everybody that's in here brings a friend, and you share this out. And would love to see 100 plus people in the stream tomorrow night, that we can interact with him. I don't have the exact time, but I'm going to say somewhere in the neighborhood of about 9:30, we'll open up a phone line where people can actually call in, speak to him directly, ask a question or two. And I'll just forewarn you, I guess, right now, I can only take one phone call at a time. You know, we're not a big, like a radio station here where I have rollover lines with 20 people on hold. Doesn't work that way. So it's one at a time, and but you'll actually be able to talk to him directly if you'd like to do that. Wheatree, I have not set up a show simply because we sometimes do some other little live streams, and if you have something set up, it confuses YouTube. If you have an event scheduled and then you do something ahead of time, and so generally what I do is about 1 hour before the show, or a couple. Maybe I'll go earlier than that tomorrow. I'll put it up just like I did tonight, that I put up that this stream would go live. Oh, I think I put it up so that 35 minutes from when I put it up, people would be in there. Okay. Yes, he is in some videos. There are some videos out there that Joel has been in. Justin Rhodes has been there and has done a couple of very nice videos interviewing him and talking with him. I know that Wrangler Star also has done an interview with Joel. Off Grid with Doug and Stacy. And Joel was at the Homesteaders Conference last year. Off Grid with Doug and Stacy was also there. We had a chance to meet with all of them, a little bit behind the scenes, so to speak. They are just absolutely wonderful people. Joel is just a really down-to-earth guy. You'd never know the gentleman has the wealth that he has. He's just an absolutely wonderful person. Okay. So, if we don't have any more questions, I don't want to... the whole purpose of this is just to get the word out. So, I have got 10:20 right now. Let's keep it open for maybe 10 more minutes. If there's anybody comes up with any questions she'd like to ask me. She's fine. She just has a headache. She has a sore throat. And so I said, just go lay down. Time to sew. Yes, you will be able to ask questions. The way that we'll do this is he's going to give a presentation, like I said, and I have a slide deck of slides that he will tell me which one to display. So we'll display the slides as he's given his presentation, and during that time, of course, the chat will just be rolling as it is now, I'm sure. And our mods will, if anybody asks a question, we'll do our very best to write these questions down. So Sherry's pretty good at that, and I'm guessing Wheatree will probably be here and we'll have probably our regular group of moderators that we have on Monday nights, and they're all very, very good with that. So we'll get those questions. We will relay those questions to Joel. He won't be seeing the chat. He won't be seeing any of this. But after he's done his presentation, that's when we'll open up the phone lines where people can actually call in, say hi to him directly, ask him a question directly. So we'll do that. So I hope that answers your question, time to sell. Anybody else have any questions here? I'll just scroll back up here a second. Okay. Very good. Over 3 minutes and it gets on the end. And for those of you that are, I see some names here I don't recognize. So I want to thank you for being here tonight. Hope to see you tomorrow night. We hope to have a fantastic show for you. And just to let you know, we do a show every Monday night. And we feature somebody, and it's not always in the Homestead community. We've had professional cooks on. We've had some prepping people on. We've had a number of, I'm going to say, larger channels. Of course, Aldermans have been on. Living on a Dime has joined us. We've had, like I say, some chefs that have been on. We have a playlist that goes back. We've been doing this now for about a year. And Deep South Homestead has been on a couple times. Big Bear Homestead is going to be on later this month. Next week will be Wholesome Roots. Coming up later this year, Off Grid with Doug and Stacey is going to be here. We're working on some other people. Kelly's been on. It's not always a big channel, folks. A lot of times it's a smaller channel. Southern Arc Homestead has been on a couple times. She was our very first guest. Sullivan Family Homestead has been on. We've gone into Canada. We've gone all over the States. Oh, and Grizz, he was on just last week. So we always have a good time. It's worth doing something on a Monday night besides football. And I'm not even sure. Football's over, I think. Yeah, football I think is over. But even during the football season, that didn't hurt us a bit. We had some great turnouts. Mariah, we've had her on. Good to see you, young lady. Weetree, thank you very much for posting that link. Appreciate that very much. Jason, I'm going to guess that's you. Things are going not too awful bad, except I'm trying to hold this down by myself. We just wanted to, again, kind of get the word out a little bit about tomorrow night. And I've already been advertising your visit with us here, Jason. So let's see who else. Oh, I know who else we've had. We've had such notables as Hope's Homestead, Freedom Homestead, which used to be Tangi's the Caver's wife. We were going to have Amy Farrell on, who is the one that runs the Homesteaders of America conference, but she has just been swamped. She's got this book out now and trying to get things put together for the Homesteaders of America conference. We've just not been able to nail down a time slot with her yet. We try, that's nice, but we certainly want people to come see what we have to offer. And if they like what they see, they'll subscribe. We have not had Arms Family Homestead. I have not contacted him since, I'm going to say it was probably about a year ago. Spoke to Omar. It's timing. Yeah, that's another possibility. Is Kelly has a friend that's a pretty big YouTuber that we would love to have as a guest. Yep. Those are two I have down on the list here is Arms Family Homestead and Keeping It Dutch. Well, thank you, Grizz. Actually, what I'm doing is not the same kind of stuff as what Andy's doing, I don't believe. It looked to me like a lot of his stuff was all in the wood burning arena, where I kind of dig down into the wood and just use a router. But Kip Smith, I'm sorry, I don't know who Kip Smith is. Gosh. Noah's Ark, you'll have to send me an email or something and fill me in on that. Well, Andy, I think I'm a little bit older than you. I've had a lot longer to acquire them. Thank you for your kind words, Chris. Appreciate it. Kelly, the problem with changing our time is we do this every Monday night at 9 p.m. And I mean, that's kind of our slot. People expect us then, and you can't just go jumping off into other time slots. Well, if somebody here knows of a channel you'd like to see featured, or if you have a channel and you'd like to be on the show, just send us an email, twofamilyhomestead@gmail.com. Andy, I thought yours was pretty much all with the hot iron, where you're actually charring the wood and making it pretty. Yeah, S. Wood, send me an email about this fella. And bagged the Easter bunny yesterday and had Easter rabbit stew for lunch today. Easter is finished. Okay, so folks, I want to thank you all for jumping in here and joining us for a few minutes here. S. Woods, like I say, if you would drop me an email with this channel name there, and I will do that. Big Bear has just, he's hit the nail on the head. There are lots of good channels out there. I have even pondered the thought of expanding our show to maybe a couple nights a week. But as I'm sure aldermans and living on a dime and folks like that do multiple shows will tell you, it is a lot of, there's a lot of setup. It takes a lot of time. We do the guest shows on Monday nights, and on Tuesday nights we kind of switch hands just a little bit. And a short time ago, YouTube did away with its online editor that a lot of people use to edit their videos. A lot of beginning YouTube channels and YouTubers would use the online editor from YouTube. And when they did away with that, we had a lot of people ask us, what do you use? What do you recommend? So an editor that we use quite a bit here is called Filmora. That's not my only editing tool. I have, nobody has just one hammer in their bag. But if you only had one, Filmora would certainly be a good choice. So on Tuesday nights, we do a live stream on Tuesday nights where we work with people on helping them understand some of the ins and outs of editing videos. We'll work with their clips if they want us to. We teach them how to do titles, how to do transitions, just some very basic stuff, some basic computer maintenance. So it's more of an educational stream on a Tuesday night, and those are at 8 o'clock. But every Monday night, 9 o'clock, we do the Monday Night Live show. So I think that we're all the way to 10:35 now, and I think we will just kind of let this go here. Thank you, Big Bear. I appreciate your kind words there. So again, if any of y'all have a channel, would like to be a guest, I never blindly say, if you're right, you're automatically on. I just don't do that. But we kind of have and I'll just be real frank, there's got to be some sort of interest there. Doesn't have to pique my interest, but it has to pique somebody's interest that they go, yeah, we would really like to see that. So if you folks know of a channel, or if you have a channel, let us know. We can get them on the list to look out and see if we can get them on the show. Okay. Well, I think we are probably at a stopping point. So I want to thank everybody for stopping by right now. Oh, Kelly says question. Okay, I'm waiting for your question. What about amendment rights? Kelly, I guess you're going to have to make that just a little clearer to me, because right now it's a little muddy. I'm not sure exactly what you're asking. So, Kelly, shoot me an email, and we will we'll discuss with you whatever it is you want to talk about. But right now, we're gonna shut her down. See you all tomorrow night, folks. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. Have a wonderful evening, a wonderful day tomorrow, and take care. Good night.